Turns out that Steve Bannon did have a pretty big role in pushing the January 6th insurrection, according to this new book, Peril, by Robert Costa and Bob Woodward that has just come out. Steve Bannon on December 30th convinced Trump to return to the White House on January 6th, according to this new book. And at a time, Trump was in his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. January 6th was the date set for Congress to vote on certifying the 2020 election of now President Joe Biden. And it's what he said that's even worse. He says, you've got to return to Washington and make a dramatic return today. You've got to call, I don't know what his voice is, call Mike Pence off the effing ski slopes and get him back here. This is a crisis. People are going to go. What the F is going on here? We're going to bury Biden on January 6th. Effing bury him. So not only do we have all of those statements that we heard at that Stop the Steal rally from people like Representative Mo Brooks, from Rudy Giuliani, from Trump himself saying, we're gonna go there, we're gonna take the Capitol, etc. Like we're not gonna back down. But you've got Bannon saying, effing bury him.
To Donald Trump. To Donald Trump, who likes this kind of rhetoric, who in his rallies before he even became president was riling people up to attack, punch them in the face, I'll pay for your legal fees. He knows who he's talking to. He knows his propensity to call for violence. We know about this stuff. This isn't a mistake. This is one of those things where politicians then see their foot soldiers of the Trump army start to attack and go, who would have thought they would have attacked? All I said was to go and attack. All I said was that they're your enemies and that we're the original colonists and we're George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Let's go attack. That's all I said. So he knows who he's talking to. He knows his role in this. He knows that he's one of the few people that Trump listens to, and he knows how to talk to him to get him to listen to him. Man, if we're gonna talk about treason and preparations and all that stuff, hey, by the way, this January 6th commission is still investigating, it's still going through a lot of things. They might be interested in some of these phone calls and communications.
Yeah, and yet, you have the FBI saying there was no plan. This was like more, it was just sporadic. It was sort of like a coalescing of extremists. No, there was a plan. And of course, Trump later pardoned Bannon for his federal conspiracy charges for defunding a bunch of people from that wall. But of course,
check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.